I'm missing Dr. Phil for this.
So, what is spontaneous human combustion, you might ask? Well, the wiki simply puts it as a term encompassing reported cases of the combustion of a living human body without an apparent external source of ignition. Okay, now, there are hundreds of reports on credible instances of this occurring, but for time's sake, I'll mainly be going over two of the most infamous cases to further prove my point. Firstly, J. Irving Bentley. The year 1966. Bentley, a 92-year-old doctor, was found burned to ashes, all except for a leg and a foot, by the way, which is a highly rumored dead giveaway a spontaneous human combustion has occurred, since it happens in most cases. Facts. There was no evidence of an external fire occurring except for a hole in his bathroom floor. Everything else was completely okay. Next, Mary Reeser. Okay. 1951, 67-year-old Reeser was found almost identically as the first victim mentioned. All but her left foot, which was still wearing a slipper, were found. The rest of her body was burned to ashes, and the couch she was sitting on, as well as directly above her, were also burned. Everything else was completely okay. So how is it that this is possible? Two people among many, like thousands, dead in the exact same fashion. The coroner found no external causes of fire, like nothing, no external causes of fire. So the only other option is for an internal source. That's my opener.
That was your opener?
Yes.
I really wasn't expecting you to read straight off of the paper.
Hi.
My only argument with spontaneous human combustion is that
Sorry, continue.
it takes about 2.5 hours
Mm-hmm.
for the human body to burn on average at a cremation center, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the temperatures, of course, have to be about 1800 to 2100 degrees. All of these cases that I did or I researched had an external source, or had some sort of, they were near an oven, or they were lighting a cigarette, or they drank alcohol.
I'm gonna get into that later.
I'm gonna get into it too. It's not possible for you to spontaneously combust. The human wick effect is something different.
I have that mentioned later.
Thank you. Because that is not spontaneous human
Right.
combustion. Continue.
Okay.
I've said my piece.
Okay. What are the theories on how this can even happen? One states that methane builds up in the intestines and is ignited by enzymes, which are proteins in the body that act like catalysts. However, another theory, as my opponent has previously mentioned, about the alcohol in the cigarettes, well, most of the victims that are mentioned are drinkers and smokers and are on the older side. And there is a possibility, this is just a theory, one of the many possible theories, that the alcohol could have been ignited, because when you look at alcohol, there is like a high, obviously, flammability rate, and it is easily like, what are those things you break the bottle and throw it in? Molotovs. Easily ignited. So they drank some alcohol, smoked a cigarette, gone bad, they're old, they have a little fat, and the fat would act like continue to feed and spread the fire. Is what?
Okay. I read on a Tennessee experiment.
Okay.
They were trying to debunk, which they did so very accurately. They brought up a psychologist. Her first name was Julia.
Hi.
She took human skin.
Okay.
She immersed it in alcohol.
Mm.
It was not flammable.
So it's just the outside skin or like the inside
Both.
skin? Okay.
This person obviously has already been dead
I
for a
would
long
hope
time,
so.
okay? She injected alcohol into this person.
Okay.
She didn't specify how she proved that he wasn't flammable, but he did not catch fire.
Like you said, there are many questions to this. However, like, how did they try to catch the fire? We don't really know. So personally, I feel like we should just dismiss this.
Oh, the experiment in itself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so do you know like all the stuff, or is it just kind of like the premise?
No, it was conducted in 1882.
Anything else?
No, go on with your research paper, Julia.
Some say that, oh well, we are mostly water. How can we burn like that in the first place? Well, as Tigna has told me before, on many occasions, heavier people with a high amount of fat content will remain on fire for hours. Scientifically, so the idea that we cannot stay on fire after the ignition is 100% false.
But it cannot start from within you.
Spontaneous human combustion is highly unresearched and quickly dismissed by scientists. There are hundreds of accounts of this occurring, and they are played off like fiction. It is evident that there is without a doubt some sort of internal factors at play. Is it that someone bursts into full-on flames out of nowhere? No. It is a slow burn that most are like paralyzed from, and science says that it can be possible. Before you completely dismiss the idea that spontaneous human combustion can occur, more scientific studies need to be conducted, and every scientist should agree without a doubt, and if they don't, there will always be the possibility.
You've not persuaded me. Just the body burned and clothes were left over.
Yeah.
Do you really believe that?
If they were cooking from the inside, slowly burned, and then that could happen.
It doesn't make sense. How she combusted into flames, though.
I still said from the middle part that she could have combusted from flames due to the alcohol and the cigarette. Like Charles Dickens, the guy that wrote Moby Dick, he was obsessed with this stuff. So he wrote people bursting into flames.
He was the start of the panic.
Right. But it really misled a lot of people because you're not going to burst into flames like that. At least I don't think so. That wouldn't be very likely.
What was that, Julia?
At least I don't think you would.
What was
Obviously, that's not very likely to happen, that you would burst into flames. However, a slow, simmery burn from inward. Why are you humming? Why is she humming? I'm so sick of this.
Spontaneous human combustion.
Yes, spontaneous. Out of nowhere.
Combustion means boom. Spontaneous means, whoa, where did that come from?
I already told you, he was the one that kind of gave it the name misleading. However, burning from the inside, yes, that is possible. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Don't forget to click that subscribe button.